Sunrise. Generally a slow time for my business. Most places it's really too early or too late for truly inspired sinning. But here in Las Vegas, it's still prime time. The wheels are still turning, the dice are still rolling, and the chips are still falling where they may. Ah, Las Vegas. I do like it here. The sunrise over Crocus Hill, Iowa. It's the same sun that rises over Las Vegas, but that's about all the two towns have in common. Except, of course, for the people. I find that people are much the same everywhere. Losers and winners, saints and sinners. Only the temptations are different. No, Crocus Hill is not Las Vegas. Just a quiet little Midwestern town. But I get my piece of the action here, too. So different, yet so much alike.
You did pretty well. I haven't enjoyed an all-night poker game like that in a long time. Donovan's a pretty sharp card man.
Las Vegas and Crocus Hill. Might be interesting to bring them together somehow.
Now, will that be all, Mrs. Murphy? No tea this week?
Ah, I forgot the tea. How could I forget the tea?
I'll get it for you. Mrs. Murphy, now, I thought we talked last week about you taking things when I wasn't watching.
The devil made me do it. It's the devil that ought to be punished for all the bad things that happen. It's all the devil's fault.
Well, I don't think we should blame the devil. After all, he's just doing his job, isn't he? He's tempting people, sending them to hell. It's not a very pleasant job. And isn't it up to us to resist temptation?
It's the children.
I really ought to do something for this character, even without a contract. Las Vegas.
You can have one bag every week and you don't have to steal it.
I don't really know why you're here. What is it, to do with some special slot?
It's a special slot machine set never to pay off. It's a government study on gambling habits.
CIA?
I'm an agent with ICA, International Control Alliance. We're concerned with the flow of international monies, illicit arms.
There you go. Here's your tea. Now, let me see. That brings it to $4.65.
Money's the root of all evil. Do you still want to take it now?
I'll take it.
I haven't used it inside the casino, but with the crowds in there, it wouldn't be much use anyway.
It's an antique. It's as outdated as that penny slot machine.
Yeah, well, Joe said you had some special techniques to show me.
Hi.
Good morning.
You new in town?
Well, my first time in your store.
Ah.
Nice place.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You seem to have a good word for everyone.
Oh, that poor old thing. Yeah, we go through that every week.
She always blames the devil.
And I always defend him.
Remarkable. You don't hear that very often. And you will be well rewarded.
In heaven.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
Most of our devices are spring-loaded like this. We often disguise them. Some of our people made injections with an umbrella tip recently.
It's a CO2 gun.
Right? With a dart like this, with N99, stop a rhinoceros with a slightly longer needle. A man named Hawthorne did most of the basic animal studies.
Hey, Mary, slow down, slow down. What's all the excitement?
Daddy, you won! You won!
Won what?
The ticket I sold you, the hospital raffle, you won it!
Succinylcholine can't even be detected in an autopsy. We can produce anything from brief tranquilization and immobilization to something more permanent.
Death.
Sleep. We like to think of it as permanent sleep.
Well, it does seem a hell of a lot more effective than guns. How do I get hold of that stuff?
Joe's done a lot for us. Not just the slot machine, but some situations in Asia and Africa. He's got a lot of connections, and we appreciate the help. So, this is for you. Sort of a starter kit. Joe told me you were absolutely reliable.
Yeah, well, I guess I better be, huh?
Express it well. Be very careful. I'll be around for a while, so if you have any questions.
Yeah, well, thanks, I guess.
What'd I win, some free surgery?
Dad, you won a free trip to Las Vegas, you and Mom, for a whole weekend. They're giving you $100 to gamble with.
Good gravy, I never gambled in my life.
You gambled on the raffle?
Las Vegas, huh?
I know Grandma can be unreasonable sometimes, but it's only for 2 days. So please try to do whatever she wants.
What about TV?
Well, I've told Grandma you can watch whatever you want this weekend.
Up until bedtime.
But Dad, Grandma thinks bedtime is 9 o'clock.
When I was your age, young lady, bedtime was at dark. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
How about 10?
9:30.
Well, we have $100 to gamble with. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a killing.
Amazing.
Have you ever seen so many lights?
I've never seen so many like this.
Listen, we have $200, right?
I know.
The 100 that we brought with us and the 100 we won at the airport.
We've doubled our money.
Let's take the whole thing down to the casino and start gambling. What do you say?
Let me change my clothes.
Okay, but hurry.
When you're batting ninth, 'cause they think you can't hit too long. When the crap game world is singing a snake eye song.
If you've got one friend who'll be there with you, right or wrong.
Take it from me, take it from me, you hit the jackpot. When your arm is shot, you've been pulling those lemons all night. You can barely see in the glare of the neon light.
Watch the sun come up if you thrill to that heavenly sight.
Too long.
Take it from me, you hit the jackpot.
Hey.
You can be well healed. Next day you are kinda strapped, living high on the hog, or temporarily tapped.
When you hear the cry of your newborn baby who's just been slapped.
Take it from me, you hit the jackpot.
Wait a minute. I have been playing that machine in there.
Yeah.
For 2 hours, and it has not paid off poop.
Okay. It's okay. Don't play those machines in there. Those are for suckers.
They are?
I got a machine especially for you. Guaranteed to pay off. Every time. Here you are.
This one here?
That's it. Guaranteed every time. Try it. Go on.
You wouldn't shit me.
I wouldn't shit you. Try that machine. What are you gonna do with all this stuff, huh?
I'm gonna eat it.
You can't eat all that candy.
Sure, I'm down to just the crackers.
Hey.
And the sunflower seed.
First of all, look at that.
What?
The machine's almost empty. See that?
Yeah.
Empty. It's almost empty.
Yeah.
You almost cleaned it right out.
Hey, I know what. You get a shopping bag, and you sell this stuff, and I'll win it, okay?
No.
I mean, this machine is
No. You know, I think what you ought to do is, I think you ought to go home.
What?
I think you ought to go home.
What?
Come on, I'll call you a cab, and then you get on out.
Oh, I can call my own cab.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you where the phone is. I'll come back, and I'll get your candy, and I'll bring it to you. Okay? All right, come on.
All right. Oh, come on, you sucker.
Okay, this one's for Daddy.
Here we go. Whoa. Oh, son of a...
What's the matter, fella? She hang up on you.
You know that I have emptied my pockets into this son of a bitch and it isn't paid off once. I've been here about an hour. It's just like that one out there. I don't know how I'm going to get home. I'm going to talk to somebody about this.
Oh, you're right. You know there's so many crooks in this town.
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You look like a nice guy. I'm going to show you a machine that really pays off.
Yeah. The last one I found like that paid off in candy bars. How am I going to get home in candy bars?
Trust me. This is going to pay off in cold, hard cash. But, now listen, nobody else knows about this machine. This is your and my little secret.
All right. Put it all on black. Big bet.
No more bets. 22 black.
This is it. This is the little baby right here, guaranteed to pay off every time in good hard cash.
This one here?
Trust me.
Okay. Sarcy.
Oh,
Okay, little baby. Just you and me, kid. Here we go. Okay.
I'm gonna take 36.
Okay, I'll bet 10.
No more bets.
Red. And an odd.
36 red.
Hey, even.
Can you believe that?
My system works for you, but not for me.
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, sweetheart, I love you. Woo.
Just luck. Would you?
Yeah.
No, no, my friend. Luck requires the element of chance. I've eliminated that. 10 black.
No more bets. 10 black.
Touch me.
Yeah. Well, you're not doing so bad.
You must be from Saudi Arabia. Any relatives over there?
I'm from Iowa, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What part of Iowa?
Oh, it's kind of north and central.
Small town?
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing too bad for, how's the crops this year? As good as this, I hope?
No, nothing's as good as this.
No more bets.
Silence is good.
Yeah. Suspense.
Yeah.
Good ride. 25 red.
Jim, are you still counting that money? I swear you must have counted that 11 times last night.
12.
I bet you have $4,782.
Carol, it wasn't a dream.
No, it was a nightmare.
Well, what's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, it's Monday morning and it's time to go home.
Carol, what would you say if I told you I didn't want to go home? Well, I mean, not just yet. You know, maybe in 3 or 4 days.
You don't think we should go home?
Well, let me tell you, I've been sitting here now, counting that money. If I could take that money and turn it into 40,000, 50,000, 60, 70,000, enough maybe to buy a
franchise.
Yeah, a franchise. Now that would make a big change in our lives, right?
That would make a big change.
Now, have I lost?
No, you haven't lost once.
We came here with $100, and we've got over $4,000. I think I can do it.
Well, but somebody's got to mind the store and the kids. I should go home.
What, do you mind?
No, I don't mind. I'm glad to get away. You stay as long as you can stand it. And don't lose any more than $4,782, okay?
You got crazy?
Of course you're crazy. And you be careful.
Oh, I will. I will. We better get you to the airport, huh?
Hold a moment, please. Checkmate.
What's that?
I talked to it.
Talk to what?
The computer. Never mind. Hi. What's up?
We got a problem. How soon can you be here?
Late afternoon, about 5. Is it important?
Would I have called if it wasn't important?
Well, you might, Joe. Give me something to think about.
Slot machine problem. Screwed up computer printout. I'll tell you when you get here. Think about me instead.
Oh, I often do, Joe.
These are computer readouts from the slot machines.
Looks pretty profitable to me. Is this the midline?
Right, 18.65 per player per hour. But here's the problem. That machine paid out $3 last week.
And it took in 3,000. You're complaining?
That machine is set not to pay out anything.
No kidding. That's illegal.
Ordinarily, yes. But this is a government-funded research study on gambling habits. The commission knows all about it. It could be computer error, of course, but they fed in the weekly test problems and everything came out normal.
Are you sure you didn't make all this up just to get me down here?
I didn't make it up, but I welcome the excuse. Yeah. Before it goes to the repair shop, I want the wheel brought up here into my office, Tony, and I want you with it. Now. Tony O'Carroll and Fred Finch, one of our security people, got a problem. You might as well sit in on it.
Okay.
How about dinner?
All right.
Hey, Sylvia, baby. You been short-circuiting any computers lately?
Sylvia, Fred Finch.
Hi, Fred.
Have a chair,
Fine,
Fred.
thank you.
What's up?
Some weirdo, some guy from Iowa.
Weird? How weird? Does handstands, juggles, praise? What's going on, Tony?
Well, yeah, you tell him, Fred. You've been watching the guy.
Well, it's not that much money so far, Mr. Donovan. The guy checked in last Friday with his wife. Name's Jim Parrish.
Why?
Yeah, probably. He comes from some little town in Iowa. But the guy's hit like 100 straight bets just yesterday. Little bets. He's winning maybe $3,000–4,000 total, but...
Boss, the whole thing's got me snake bit. The guy only bets small, but he wins practically every bet he makes.
What about the dealers?
Oh, they're all right. Look, if it was only blackjack, or if it only was 1 or 2 tables, our dealers can handle cards. Now, I'm not saying that any one of them would, but they could. But that son of a bitch has won a whole series of small bets on practically every table in the joint. And the wheel. Nobody controls the wheel. And he's called 4 straight-up numbers in a row on one wheel.
Something's going on I don't understand. I don't like it a bit. Look at that damn thing. Wobbles like a duck's ass.
It's only the stem that's wobbling. The rest of it's all right.
What do you mean it's all right? There's no excuse for a wheel to look like this in this casino. It's your responsibility.
What? It's my responsibility, guy's lucky?
It's your responsibility for everything that goes wrong in this casino. Luck, 4 numbers in a row straight up, all the other bets he's won. Is that possible, statistically?
Possible? Anything's possible. You know that.
Hey, the guy's won almost every bet he's made for the last 3 days. Now, it's peanuts so far. But if he keeps on and a couple high rollers catch on to this, hey, this could turn into something.
Well, what if he is just lucky?
What are the statistics for this kind of a winning streak?
Well, you know the old story about the 6 monkeys and the
Sylvia,
typewriters?
this could be serious.
Great little town, Las Vegas. Lots of action. Of course, for real high-stakes fun, I prefer Washington or Moscow. My kind of folks there. Real high rollers.
Black's the winner. Place your bets. All bets down. 18 red.
You didn't bet.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Well, not this time.
Here.
Oh, a mental bet.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I won.
Place your bets.
How about this time? What's your guess?
Well, it's,
wants you to win.
different than yours.
Place your bets, folks. 14. 22 black.
Yeah, Rodney. No. No system.
$2 bets. Come on, loosen up, Jim. For once in your life, you can go for the jackpot.
It's just sort of a wide guess.
You're kidding.
My name's Perry, Jim Perry.
I'm Sylvia Stevens.
Hi.
Where are you from?
Oh, Iowa, small town. You wouldn't know it.
Vacation convention. Your wife with you?
Well, it's kind of a vacation. See, we run a grocery store back
Place
in
your
Iowa,
bets.
so my wife, well, she went back, but I decided I'd stay on for a couple of days. Sure. Where you from?
San Francisco.
Ah.
I'm a logician.
32 red.
Mathematical logic. Computer
32
machine.
red.
Really? You don't look like a mathematician.
I don't.
No.
You don't look like a grocer.
Indiana green.
We're even.
No, we're not. I'm losing.
I haven't lost a bet yet.
So you've got quite a system there.
No, I'm just lucky.
Well, listen, with a system like that, you ought to be betting $100 chips.
No, no system. No kidding. Really, it's just luck. Luck's better.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I'm a systems expert, right? I've studied them for years. I used to be a computer programmer. You know, I once programmed an IBM computer to play 7 million hands of blackjack just to find out whether to split 9s against 7.
Really? Well, should you?
Well, generally never, but with certain
more
special
bets.
card counts, yeah.
You,
19 red.
you gamble for a living now?
More or less, yeah. Say, listen, with your luck, as you call it, and my systems, maybe we ought to put our heads together on something.
Yeah, excuse me, Sylvia. You know, you've been looking for somebody with a system. I'd like you to meet,
Bill Gaggle. Sylvia?
Steele.
Huh.
Are you a systems expert?
Well, I know a lot about it.
Do you always win?
Well, listen, nobody always wins, but I do all right.
He does.
I've noticed.
again, and again, and again.
Have been so far.
You two gentlemen play together often?
Just met this morning here at the casino.
You're both pretty lucky.
Play a lot differently, though.
You count the cards.
Well, sort of keep track. It's impossible to count with 4 decks in that shoe. Here, this is for you. Good. Yeah, here.
Boss wants to see you. Helen will take over.
Excuse me. Good luck to both of you.
How are you, Debbie?
Oh, fine, Joe. How are you?
How come you and I have never had any
Dinner together.
Still not hungry?
I'm always hungry, but I like my job.
And you're good at it. How about these two guys?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they're playing together. They both bet too differently.
Oh.
Oh, well, the one guy's like a computing machine. His card count is absolutely phenomenal, even with 4 decks.
Wired?
He, well...
What?
He does something funny with his shoulder. I don't know. I suppose it could be just a nervous habit.
Okay. What about the other one, Parrish?
Oh, well, if he's got any kind of a system, it's not one I can figure out. He makes the most unreasonable plays. He'll hit 19 against 7 and win. He stands on 14 against 10. I end up 6 in the hole, draw on 8 and break. No, his plays and his bets don't have anything to do with card count value.
Anything else?
Mm-mm. Yes, the nervous guy. He seems to be getting a little greedy.
What about the other one?
No, small bets, not much action.
Okay, honey, thanks. Get back to your table.
See you later.
All right, you did it again, you did it again. One more time. All right, all right. Yes, sir.
Helen, I'll finish up here.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know your name.
Me? I'm Charles Cotter.
Well, Mr. Cotter, would you come with me, please? Mr. Donovan would like to speak with you.
Who? Donovan? Donovan? I don't know any Donovan that I can think of. You must have the wrong man. I don't
Mr. Donovan owns the casino.
What? What does he want with me?
I really don't know, sir. Perhaps he'd like to ask you to dinner or to see the show. Mr. Donovan often asks special people in the casino to the show.
Well, I'm not a special person.
Would you please come with me, sir? I don't want Mr. Donovan to be impatient with me. I'd appreciate it. It'll only take a moment.
All right, I'm going. But I want to come back and play with my pal Jim here.
Sure.
Play some more. Hold the fort for me. All right. Which way do I go?
Right here.
Donovan.
Mr. Cotter.
Yes.
Sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
You from Crocus Hill, Iowa?
Crocus Hill? I never heard of that. I'm from Framingham. It's from Massachusetts.
Where'd you meet your friend from Crocus Hill?
You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
I'm just trying to understand. You need money badly? I mean, you know, mortgage, hungry kids, anything like that?
Mr. Donovan, I don't know what you're getting at. I just like to play blackjack, that's all. Been pretty lucky so far.
So's Crocus Hill.
Huh?
Joe, his name is Jim Parrish.
Who are you talking about here?
You two are playing blackjack together.
Oh, you mean my old friend Jim? I just met him this morning. I never saw him before. God, he's been pretty lucky too, you know. I don't understand it, though.
You don't understand?
No, the way he bets, you know. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but still he wins.
Doesn't make any sense. How do you figure?
Well, I don't know. Just according to my way, well, I just...
You think our rules are unfair? You can double down on any two cards, take insurance?
Now, what do you ask me all these questions for? I think your rules
Our
are just
dealers
fine.
don't deal seconds or bury aces. Our decks are complete.
Have you got four
We deal the
decks?
cards face up.
Yes, but with four
Next
decks...
but nothing. People like you that made us go to 4 decks in a shoe.
People like me.
Bad enough when you computer machine nuts devise systems to beat blackjack and then wrote books about it. But now you got the nerve to bring the damn things into the casino? Take off your jacket.
I don't have to stay here and listen to this. I don't have to listen to this talk.
Just take off the jacket.
I'm not taking off the jacket. I'm getting out of here.
Now, let me give you some advice, Mr. Cotter. You get the hell out of Vegas, go to Macau, go to Monte Carlo, go somewhere. Get him the hell out of here. Fred, talk to him alone somewhere.
What the hell is this? Into my...
Mr. Cotter, I hope you're not taking all this personally. I mean, I'm just trying to do my job.
Well, seems like a pretty unpleasant job, I'll tell you. Well, what do you want of me?
Well, frankly, I could use your help.
Me?
Yeah. You know, I'm supposed to be responsible for all the blackjack tables in this casino, and I don't know anything about systems, but obviously you're a real expert.
Oh, thank you.
Joe, you can bar people from playing, from even entering the casino, but...
Sylvia, a guy like this has to be stopped cold.
Oh, what are you asking me for? Your boss seems to think he knows everything.
That's just the problem. He thinks he knows everything. But you're a computer expert. Could I take a look at your machine?
Well, no, it's hard to do. See, it's all built into this jacket.
But what does the machine do?
You know, it's really interesting. I have got these 4 buttons over here in the shoulder area.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one here, that's for 10s. This one's for 5s. This one's for aces. And down here, for all the rest of the cards. See, if a 10 or a face card is played, then I press the 10s button, 5's on.
But what does the machine do?
Well, it keeps track. Well, I mean, if there was 1 deck, then, I mean, I could easily keep track in my head. But with 4 decks, I mean... Well, some people say they can do it. I don't know.
The machine counts for you, then?
Well, it tells me. Well, of course, some things are pretty obvious.
Like if all the aces are still in the deck.
Yeah, sure, then I make a big bet. If most of the 5s are gone, I make even a bigger bet. And if there's a high percentage of 10s left, make even a bigger bet.
They come back in disguises. They're a bunch of nuts. 21 is our most popular game, and they'll ruin it if we let them.
But you see, I got these electrodes in my collar. Right in here. Oh, really? And it just gives me a tiny prick. It's just a small electric shock. And then I make a smaller bet. Another shock, make a bigger bet. The machine figures it all out. Really helps the players.
Mr. Cotter, you know I can't let you walk out of here with that thing.
This is supposed to be a game of chance, of luck.
Yeah, right. Well,
You're making it a game of skill.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that if the odds are in the casino's favor, it's a game of luck, but if I shift the odds to my favor, it's a game of skill?
Mr. Carter, the casino owners have ruled that if you count the cards, it's skill.
Bullshit. I'm just shifting the chance of luck. It's still a game of chance. It's still a
Mr.
game of
Carter,
luck. It's
give
still
me the
gambling.
code.
No, not give me the code. No. No, listen. Hey, listen. I won't use it here in your place, all right?
Can't somebody just be lucky?
Yes, but not indefinitely. Just plain luck is short-lived.
Give me that code.
No, I'm not giving you the code. I'm not leaving it here. Listen, hey, listen. I won't use it in your place, all right?
Mr. Carter, it isn't only this casino, it's the entire gambling world.
Yeah, well, what about my
Now,
world? I'm not giving you. What about my world? I'm not giving you the code. No.
Earthquakes? Well, of course we do earthquakes. No. Acts of God is just an expression.
Fred, I want Parrish moved to room 2000. Yeah, 2000. And videotaping in both rooms. Right. Bring Sherry up to the den. I want to talk to her.
Say, excuse me, what happened to him?
I'm sorry. I guess we discouraged him.
You discouraged him? I mean, because he was winning?
Oh, we like to have people win, and it's good advertising for the casino. But we don't want people who cheat.
Oh, now listen,
There's no problem with you, Mr. Parrish. In fact, we've moved you to a nicer room, compliments of the casino. And if you need tickets for any show, just let me know.
Well, thank you. I was very happy in the
We've
room.
already moved you, Mr. Parrish. You're in 2000, one of the executive suites. Keys at the desk.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Enjoy your game.
35 black.
The man is from Iowa.
Who cares, huh?
Now, what do you think? Are you tired?
That's always the same thing, Fred. I'm tired, I'm bored.
It's a job. It's a job. Just like mine.
Hi, Joe.
Sherry?
You know, I've always wanted to ask you something. How come you call this place a den?
Den of iniquity. Listen, darling, I want to talk to you.
Sure, Joe.
I got a little problem, and I need your help.
Sure, Joe. What can I do?
What you do best, honey.
Joe, that's all I ever do. Couldn't I do something
Sherry,
better?
don't you like your work? You want to go back on the line?
Of course not, Joe,
Can't
but...
beat the hours.
No,
Meet some interesting people.
of course I do, but
Got a real interesting guy this time.
not again. You know what the last interesting guy wanted?
No, this is a regular guy. He's from Iowa.
Good. Is he winning?
It's on the house this time with a bonus for you.
What's the bonus for?
I want you to get some information. Bring it straight to me.
Is that all?
That's all.
Gonna bring him up here?
No. Crocus Hill could never perform here. Now listen carefully, honey.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong room somehow.
Aren't you Jim Parrish?
Yeah,
Then these are the right rooms.
they are? You're not the maid.
Jim? Good morning.
Good morning.
Breakfast is served. I ordered omelets.
You did? How did you know I liked omelets?
How did you sleep?
Fine. I'll get dressed.
Ah, come on. Your eggs will get cold.
Okay.
Gosh, you're really an early gambler. The sun's barely up.
Well, I've been up all night. I got behind, but I'm pretty well caught up by now.
You know, Jim says he doesn't have a system. You obviously do. What is it?
Well, I got lots of systems. This one here is a special form of what's called a martingale.
Double when you lose.
No, increase a little. It's a special form of progression.
We're going to breakfast. You awake enough to join us?
Yeah, sure.
Fred, I've got the videotape set up on Donovan's TV projection set. And with those new video cameras, the pictures are terrific. I tell you, I've got 3 in each room and 2 behind chandeliers and 1 behind a picture.
Well, Sherry is terrific.
Sherry's terrific, but the guy said he was tired. She didn't do much.
Come on. Too tired for Sherry? Nobody is that tired.
Look, I can only take pictures. I mean, maybe the guy is gay.
Well, listen, Sherry,
He went to bed alone. Sherry slept in a roller.
The boss is going to be sore as hell. Are you sure you covered everything?
3 cameras in each room, wide-angle lenses. I covered everything but the bathroom.
Yeah, well, just maybe they went in the bathroom.
Oh, come on, Fred.
We even have separate bathrooms.
No. You take the bedroom. I'll take the rollaway. I'll order it.
No, the rollaway will be too short for you. I sleep curled up.
I do have a breakfast scene, breakfast in pajamas, and it's not exactly X-rated, but...
Breakfast in pajamas isn't exactly what the boss had in mind. I'm telling you, he's going to be sore as hell.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been lucky, too. Now, I wonder if it's always lucky to be lucky.
Now, I think he wanted something just a little bit more.
Fred, I know what he wanted. I couldn't go in and tell the guy about the birds and bees. And Sherry couldn't, you know, she can lead the horse to water, but she can't make him drink.
I mean, it was just like Playboy, you know. I'm going to think about her an awful lot.
There's nothing wrong with fantasizing.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought having the smarts was the best way to make a bundle. I mean, I'm smart. But after last night, I guess luck's even better, huh?
Hey, what do you mean smarts?
Well, smarts, you know, brights, headlights.
Well, give me a for instance.
Computers. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to beat them. I would guess that this joint here feeds all its results into a computer, huh?
It's a good guess.
I mean, it's like the guy at the bank who programs the computer to trim all the pennies out of everyone's account and put it into his account. I mean, look, if you had the security code for the casino's computer and you had a little terminal in your basement, you could get into that computer on a telephone line, and then you could put a special program in it to trim, say, 0.1% off of all the winnings and add it to the payout. I mean, I thought of that. Then you could just wire it to a bank account somewhere.
You know something? You could be dangerous.
Bill, 0.1% of $3,000 is $3, right?
Right.
I forgot to check the sub-programs. Have a nice breakfast.
Sub-program?
Sub-programs? Of course. Obvious. Damn it. Well, somebody's getting rich. But Joe want to know who. Will be a son of a bitch on that question. Pony? Huh. I don't know. There's a sub-program in the computer that trims off 0.1% of all the slot machine's winnings and puts it in a losses. That's why your special machine showed a $3 payout.
That it didn't actually pay out.
That's right. It's a new form of an old trick. If it hadn't been for your machine, we might never have found it. The computer wire transfers the 0.1% to someone's numbered bank account.
Talk to you later. Sure. Whose bank account?
That's your problem, Joe. Who has the security code to the computer?
I do, you do, the controller, Tony, the programmer.
Well, somebody's building up a hell of a lot of money in that account.
You know where the account is?
Zurich. Here's the number.
The boss wants me out of his tree, bring that stupid broad down here.
I don't know. She may be onto something.
Ah, forget to be on to. There are monkeys and typewriters.
Yeah. I heard her, though. She was talking with the boss, and she said that she'd gotten some computer readouts back and that she'd solved that problem with the machine.
With the machine?
Yeah, that weird slot machine. It's been paying off so funny.
What's that got to do with Parrish?
Hey, she wasn't brought down here to deal with that Parrish dude.
Well, what did she find out was wrong with the machine?
Well, she didn't say. Or at least I didn't hear it. She just said she'd solved the problem.
Did she say who she thought was involved with the problem?
No, but we'll find out. We always do.
Yeah. Yeah, we always do.
It's Parrish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Believe you know Miss Steele.
Sylvia?
What do you have to drink?
Oh, nothing. Nothing, thanks.
Have a seat.
Oh, thanks.
I understand you've been very fortunate at the tables.
Lucky.
Luck, is it?
Yeah, luck.
I think it's more than that.
Mr. Donovan, your man here told me that, that the guy next to me at the blackjack table was cheating, but I'm not cheating. I do seem to win a lot of bets.
I don't really care how you win them. Lucky, cheating. In fact, if you're not cheating, you're even more dangerous.
Yeah. Well, Joe's got the lie detector.
You mean the voice stress analyzer?
Whatever you call it. Yeah, the voice analyzer. Anyway, Joe's going to tape some guy's voice on a regular tape deck and then put it on the voice analyzer later. Will that work?
Sure. Any good recording will do. Why doesn't he use the deck that's built into the analyzer?
He's already got a tape recorder built into his desk. That'll be more convenient. Listen, if he has any trouble with the analyzer, can you come over?
Anytime, Angie, my friend. Just give me a call.
Right. Atari.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Parrish alone. Sylvia, wait for me, will you please?
Of course. I'll be in the coffee shop.
Over here, Mr. Parrish. Eyeball to eyeball. Parrish. First name's Jim, right?
Right.
And you come from,
Crocus Hill, small town in Iowa.
You know, Jim, I've been in gambling all my life. I've dealt every game there is, and I thought I knew every gimmick there was until you came along.
Gimmick? You mean cheating?
Every day. 2 or 3 people at every blackjack table are always trying something. Bent corners, torn edges, dirt smudges. And usually we just change decks and they go away. The fellow you were playing with had a miniature computer wired into his jacket. There it is.
Mr. Donovan, I swear to God, I don't know anything about that. I mean, it has to be possible for somebody like me to win money in the amount I have. Statistically, it's got to be possible.
You sound like Sylvia. Sure, some people go home with a bundle, but nobody does it all the time. What you're doing doesn't make any sense. Little bets. I don't know. I don't know what you're up to. But it's got to stop. Look out there. The economy of this whole state is based on the premise that nobody's that lucky. Now, if you are that lucky, you're a threat to the whole state.
Well, come on, Mr. Donovan. I'm just one man. How can I be a threat to anything?
Level with me and we'll get along somehow. Where you from? Who are your friends? What the hell are you up to?
Listen, I don't understand. The amount of money that I've won can't possibly make that much difference to anybody.
Parrish. Every pit boss in the casino has got his eye on you. Now, when are your friends showing up with the big bets?
Listen, I'm alone. I'm a private citizen, Mr. Donovan.
This is a private club. Now, you spent last night with a hooker. And we videotaped your pajama breakfast in Suite 2000. Would your wife like to see that? If she is your wife.
You what?
Videotaped your pajama breakfast. It's routine. We protect
I better
ourselves.
think about getting dressed. Listen,
You
why don't
dirty
you wait
bitch.
till the maid's are in some of those other rooms and just slip out the door?
No problem. The maids all know me.
You said nothing happened. All right, I'll be your goddamn private club.
Parrish, go home before you get in real trouble.
You having some trouble with your voice stress analyzer?
The goddamn thing doesn't work.
Well, let me hear the tape. And, is he normally in the low 20s?
Normal about 23. Every pit boss in the casino has got his eye on you. Now, when are your friends showing up with the big bets?
I don't have any friends. I'm here alone. Mr. Donovan, I'm a private citizen.
And this is a private club. You can't be alone. There's no sense in it if he's alone. It's a typical setup. It's a scam. It's a sting.
Are you asking me for an expert opinion?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Well, Mr. Donovan, this happens a lot. People don't trust this machine. But I do. The difference between truth and a lie is a very subtle thing. If a man believes something that isn't true, the machine will say it is true. Why don't you let me question the man? The way you ask the questions contaminates the answers.
Too late for that. Couldn't he just be an expert liar?
Hey, anything's possible. But I've never seen a liar that's that good.
Anything's possible. That's all I hear. All right, maybe I asked the wrong questions. Angie asked Sylvia to come in here. Thanks, Carmen. You may be right about the machine, but you're damn wrong about the guy.
Now, my favorite lie detectors were thumb screws. Simple, reliable, and great little fuel savers.
You're really going to Atlantic City, huh? Yeah. You know, that croupier's going, too.
Yeah, but you, why not New York? Washington, D.C. With your luck, you could control the stock market.
Oh.
You could be president of the United States, gee.
Well, thanks, but no thanks. I just want to win just a little bit more money. Hard to quit when you're winning.
That's the main reason people end up losing.
Oh.
Atlantic City, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the boardwalk, the ocean, the girls, Miss America.
Saltwater taffy.
You're on.
Great. We should do something about airplanes.
Talk to him. If he stays, I couldn't protect him if I wanted to. Even from Tony. Tony's frightened, Sylvia, and Angie's upset too, and they're dangerous men.
I don't understand why everyone's so uptight. So he's on a little winning streak. And the amount of money, Joe, is nickels.
Nichols now, God knows what later, and it's not just a little winning streak. Angie thinks he's got international connections. Tony thinks he's from an Eastern crowd. I don't know what the hell to think. Sylvia, I'm even willing to admit that maybe you're right. But you've got to get him out of here before something happens you're not going to like. I run the Golden Circle, Sylvia. I don't run the town.
Joe, I'm sorry. Of course I'll talk to him.
I'm tired of roaming. It's great to be home in Atlantic City. I've seen 'em all. I've been gone, but no place turns me on like Atlantic City. Hey, Mr. Boardwalk, how's my friend the sea? You haven't changed.
What happened?
You're looking good to me.
Oh, he's going to Atlantic City. Now he can win from the competition.
Competition? We're going to have our own casino there within a year. That's no good.
Well, I just thought...
You didn't think. Now get out there. We've got to know what's going on with him.
Atlantic City. And when the day is through and the nighttime rolls around, the action is frantic. You'll know why Atlantic City, my favorite town. Atlantic City. Get on down. Atlantic
What do you have, Sylvia?
I bought something really special.
Like what?
Cafe Diablo. Double strength.
Fine, thank you. I'm glad to see you. I was a little lonesome.
Well, how about Bill?
Oh, he's fine. He's probably over at the casino right now trying another one of his blackjack systems. He's full of systems for everything. He loves the casino. I know. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Thank you very much. Listen, do you want to sit over there?
Sure. Are you still winning?
Oh, yeah. I'm still winning. Bill's up and down, but I'm still winning.
Well, why doesn't he just duplicate your bets?
Oh, he does. And when he does that, he wins. But you see, the thing you got to understand about him is he just loves betting. He loves gambling. And when he duplicates my bets, that's not a gamble, because I always win. So there's no suspense, there's no fun.
Everybody's dream, but there's no fun.
Yeah, well, it's fun in the beginning. At first, it was fun.
Jim, do you still win all of your bets?
Yeah. Hey, so what are you doing here? Are you really a private detective?
Yes, I am a private detective. And I'm here to discover your system. See, these casino people, they believe in luck up to a point. But yours...
Well, there's no system, really. Sylvia, honest, no system. If there was, I would tell you there isn't.
I believe you.
Yeah, Sylvia. I think I'm going to go home.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I've had it. I'll just pack up and go on home. I have to get something for my wife, some kind of a gift, a present.
Your wife?
Mm-hmm. I'm lucky in love, too,
Some people are.
Uh-huh.
Well, I could help you shop.
Would you?
What do you want, clothes, jewelry?
No, I don't think so. Something, something for the house. Maybe something impractical.
Well, did you look in Reese Palace next to the casino?
I just kind of glanced through the window.
It's got wonderful presents. Impractical. Things for the coffee table, things for the mantel, things to dust.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Presents?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's go look.
Okay, you want to listen?
Go look in a minute. So good.
Well, you hang on to that. I'll get the check.
I'll hang on to it.
Now, there's something.
Can we help you, or would you just rather like us to leave you alone?
Could you tell me how much that is?
Yeah, that's the Bean Mockingbird. That's 25.
25.
2,500.
Oh, 2,500.
If it's a little too much, you can walk across the street to the casino and win the money.
Jim, for you that would be easy.
If you're that lucky, you could buy a whole flock of my birds.
I could buy a Rolls Royce.
Or Atlantic City.
Joe, listen to this. And watch the numbers. His normal voice reading is 25.
Joe says our slot machine paid out something.
Yeah, it's some malfunction or something.
How could that happen? I thought the payout was blocked up, absolutely.
Oh, probably some drunk that got pissed and shook it or banged it around hard enough for a few bucks to drop out.
This was last night. Tony called in sick this morning. 1 minute later, our travel agent called to confirm his reservations for Atlantic City. Said the tickets would be ready at the ticket counter.
Jeremy Sylvia Steele in Atlantic City. Fred, call a hangar, tell him to get the jet ready. Get your toys together. You're coming with us. What about your friend Carmine? Parrish is there, too. We have no idea what kind of crowd we're going to have to deal with.
Right, Carmine might be helpful. He'll come. I'll pick him up.
Hi, Joe. What's up?
Sylvia, it was Tony that put the sub-program in the computer.
You traced the bank account?
Now, don't ask me any questions now, Sylvia. Just listen and do what I tell you.
Okay.
Tony's on his way to Atlantic City. He knows you discovered the sub-program and probably thinks he has to get rid of you. No matter what happens, don't be alone with him. I'll be there with Angie and Fred as fast as I can. Now, Sylvia, Please be careful. Where can we meet you?
Well, I'll go to my room and stay there.
No, I don't want you alone. Go somewhere where there's lots of people.
There's a discotheque in the casino called The Storm.
We're on our way. Sylvia, darling, be very careful.
Joe.
It's your problem. But I must tell you as a professional that we rarely put anyone to sleep permanently until we've had a chance to drain them of information. I usually start with sodium pentothal.
Tony is too dangerous to mess around trying to milk his brain. Now, I've seen him scared before. Now, maybe, I might be able to hold him with this and talk to him. But in a crowd, and anyway, the boss doesn't mess around when the chips are down.
Personally, I'd like to ask the guy a couple of questions myself. You want to be careful with that. Don't scratch yourself with the needle. All it takes is one drop.
I'll be careful. Let's go.
No more bets? 6 black.
Hey, $500.
Bill, Tony just came in. If he comes over, will you distract him so Jim and I can leave without him following us?
Ah, here he comes.
Tony, when did you get here?
Ah, you know me, Sylvia, I follow you around like a puppy dog. Nah, I just came down because I thought I could help you figure this guy out.
He's over playing blackjack. Winning as usual. So listen, I think I figured it out.
Figured what out?
Jim and roulette. Now listen, do you know where roulette originated? It's a very old game.
No, and I don't give a damn either. Now, what do you think about Jim?
Well, I've been watching every move he makes, and it's really interesting.
Oh, Jim, you've made enough money to buy the bird.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Okay, well, I have to cash these in first, though.
Oh, no. This is as good as money.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
I'm sure.
What's the big rush?
What the hell are you getting at? What have you seen?
That's just the point. It's more what I haven't seen.
I'll explain it later. Joe's coming, and
Hey, where's Bill?
he's talking to Tony. We're going to meet Joe at the discotheque, so we have to go to the store.
Wait a minute.
It just seems to me that he must just be lucky.
Yeah, talking faster than talking fast. She's going. Where'd she go?
I don't know, maybe disco dancing, maybe for a swim, maybe Reese Pally's. I really don't know, honestly.
Reese Bellamy, who's he?
At the store, it's an art dealer. It's next door on the boardwalk. Maybe they just went to the washroom or something.
Cross 11 right, gate 11. Detects runway 22, hold short 29 right. 50, take off.
Well, Sylvia said you might take casino chips.
Be delighted. Better than money in Atlantic City these days. I see you've done very well, too.
Well, not too bad. I think I have enough to pay for that.
Got lucky, huh?
Yeah. See, I have to tell you now, my wife is looking for something like that. She says she wants to start a collection of these things.
That would be fine with me.
Well, you remember we looked at the one back there?
We looked at the Mockingbird.
Yes, this afternoon.
Yeah.
Now, which one would you suggest?
I think this
Jim wanted to get a present for his wife.
because it's a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's a nice present.
The later one.
Look, Sylvia, I want to talk to you. Can we take a little walk?
Tony, it couldn't be that important. We'll get together tomorrow.
It's very important, Sylvia.
I really can't break away right now. Do you see?
We're going to take a little walk, Sylvia.
Stop it. Let's go.
Keep out of this. It's none of your business. It's private matter.
In there. Come on. Clifford to stay here where there's lots of people? Listen, what the hell is going on? Why is he chasing
trying
us?
to kill us.
Kill us? Why?
Later.
We're busted.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
Hey, you. Where'd they go?
I just won $500.
Never mind that. Now, where did they go? Who? Didn't you see somebody come in here just now?
No.
A guy in a broad?
No.
You gotta get out of here. Just the tranquilizer you'll sleep it on.
Relax, Sylvia.
Have you seen Jim?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Joe stationed me down here to watch out for Tony. Jim came around the corner, hit the gun, and bingo. But he'll be all right tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What happened?
I shot him.
You shot him?
With a pentothal dart. He'll sleep it off. He'll be fine. I took him to his room. You know, we still don't know anything about this guy.
I know him.
Yeah, well, Joe doesn't. He wants to play poker with him. He says poker tells all.
What are you looking for?
What happened to Tony?
They took him out.
Who?
Joe, Fred.
Let's get out of here.
Good morning.
Yes, it's a good morning. Good morning to be alive. You know, I saved your life, probably. Does that do anything for our future?
Well, it certainly is a plus. What's going to happen to Tony now?
He'll be buried. When someone goes to sleep permanently, we bury him.
Permanently?
Sylvia, darling, the guy was trying to kill you. He's a madman. Someone gets that far out of control, there's no sense in gambling.
No sense in gambling. Joe, it's been your whole life. And I agree. There's no sense in it. On the other hand, I guess I'm not really ungrateful. God, I was scared. Oh. Right now, I'm hungry.
Level with me about this guy Parrish.
Well, he doesn't have a system. He's honest. I know his luck has been incredible, but it's not quite as solid as Tony and Fred thought. Joe, he does lose sometimes. Are hash browns fattening?
Not as bad as French fries.
I'm tired of roaming. It's great to be home in Atlantic City. I've seen them all. I've been gone, but no place turns me on like Atlantic City. Hey, Mr. Boardwalk, how's my friend the sea? You haven't changed. You're looking good to me. It's grandy, you're grand on the sandier sand in Atlantic City. Show me a sunnier sun and a funnier fun than Atlantic City.
Yeah, I know. Jim said he'd play, and of course I will.
Joe's invited a pro from the casino to round out the game.
Yeah. Well, if Jim just really wants to go home now, I mean, he's really scared. I mean, for God's sake, he's been yelled at, chased, shot, tranquilized. He'd do anything to get Joe off his back.
If he just lose in this poker game.
Yeah, that's what I told him. You know, I mean, if his luck holds and he wins at first, then he should somehow manage to lose.
Some, but not everything. I don't think Joe's...
It's very hard to control a poker game.
That's right.
Oh, Jim.
The sun and the funnier fun than Atlantic City. And when the day is through and the nighttime rolls around, the action is frantic. You'll know why Atlantic City's my favorite town. Atlantic City.
I've got Carmine all set up in the storeroom next door with his equipment.
Hey, I guess the boss knows what he's doing, but...
He knows what he's doing. Look, if we can simply play poker with this guy, we're going to learn a lot about him. If Joe has some idea as to when he's telling the truth and when he's lying, well, that'll provide a lot of insights into the guy.
I don't understand how Carmine is going to let the boss know what's going on.
Look, this microphone transmits Jim's voice to Carmine in the storeroom next door. Carmine reads the stress analyzer, and he'll be able to signal Joe if he's lying or not.
With this watch?
Right. Carmine flips the switch on his transmitter. This little red light goes on Joe's watch. This says Jim is lying.
It's a little like James Bond, isn't it?
Carmine does things Bond never thought of. Now, let's tape this underneath the table. We'll put the microphone near the edge. Make sure he sits in this seat. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Carmine, if you can hear me all right, turn on the watch.
Okay, we'll make sure he sits here.
Right. I hope he understands about last night.
Sylvia explained to him. He knows it was an accident.
Okay, put this on. When this red light goes on, that means Carmine is telling you that Jim is lying. Put this inside your shirt. Who you guys voting for?
President?
Yeah.
Do guys include women?
It does now.
Who are you guys voting for?
What is this, poker or politics? Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, and a lot of our presidents are pretty good poker players.
Yeah? Which one?
Well, George Washington.
He always told the truth, too, didn't he?
Maybe that's why he lost all the time.
Lost at poker?
Yeah, kept a record of it in his journals. Yeah, Grover Cleveland, Truman. Yeah, Nixon, you know, they say he won his first campaign money for his campaign for governor playing poker. Probably helped his foreign policy.
By me. And, up 5.
Oh.
Threes. 4 of them.
I'd say this was a game of skill.
Luck does enter into it, doesn't it?
I should have learned. Deal.
Ante. And it's 7-card stud.
Well, I'll see if I can drive you all out.
5. I call. Well, I better fold.
He folds on 4 aces. 4 aces? My 4 aces? After all I've done for him, this is the thanks I get. Well, if he's going to get religion, I'm getting the hell out of here. So long, Jim. You're on your own.
You weren't bluffing.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at bluffing. Now, wait a minute. I folded. I don't have to show you the cards.
He's right, Joe. That's the game.
I think he's lying.
Nothing wrong with lying in a poker game when it's about the game.
I said it was like international politics.
You can lie, but you can't cheat.
I don't get it. I mean, I just gave up. You don't want me to win? You don't want me to lose?
Poker's a game of deception. Bill's right, it is like international politics. Yes, you can lie, and the cards do speak for themselves. But what you're doing has nothing to do with winning or losing in this game. You're trying to deceive me, goddammit. Now, who are you, Parrish? Where are you from?
Listen, for God's sake...
Shut up! Now, listen. This is no ordinary poker game. And you'd better, by God, play it straight. I've still got the tape of your breakfast with Sherry, and I'll sure as hell send it to your wife if you don't play it straight. If you've got some damn incredible luck going, fine. If you lose, fine. But be honest about it.
Joe's just established a house rule for this game. No one's allowed to lose on purpose.
I want a fresh deck of cards.
Well, I guess I've had it. Or something's happened. I don't even expect to win anymore.
You're just about broke, Parrish. I'll call.
3 jacks.
All black. Seems your lucky streak's about over.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Maybe Carol was right. The whole thing's been kind of a nightmare.
Here. Keep your last $5,000. Go home and run your grocery store.
And then something happened. I don't know what, but anyway, I wasn't lucky anymore.
Dad, why are some people lucky?
I really don't know, Katie. That's one of the reasons I brought this toy slot machine back with me. I thought every time I get the urge to gamble, I'm going to put a dime in that machine. But I really don't know the answer to that question. You know, I went so far. Well, to tell you the truth, Mrs. Murphy, I think you were right. 'Twas the devil made me do it.
Was human nature made you do it? We're all gamblers at heart, and you won, too.
Well, I'm not complaining. You know, I've got a lot to be thankful for, but Las Vegas? No, never again.
You sound like Mr. Murphy used to, God rest his soul. Never again, he'd say, and that was that, till the first horse race of the next day. And I see you gambling on this toy machine every time I come in the store.
Ah, but that's my security blanket. Every time I have the slightest urge to gamble, I put a dime in that machine. I gotta tell you, I am way, way behind.
Mr. Murphy, when he won, he used to give me a little extra house money, so I'd put it away.
Well, good for you.
The next time you go, I've got a little nest egg and we can split. Now, you let me know.
It'll never happen, Mrs. Murphy.
You let me know.
Take it from me, take it from me. You hit the jackpot.
When you're batting ninth, 'cause they think you can't hit too long. When the crap game world is singing a snake eyes song.
If you got one friend who'll be there with you, right or wrong. Take it from me, take it from me. You hit the jackpot.
When your arm is shot, you've been pulling those lemons all night. You can barely see in the glare of the neon light.
Watch the sun come up if you thrill to that heavenly sight. Take it from me, you hit the jackpot.
You can be well heeled. Next day you are kinda strapped, living high on the hog or temporarily tapped.
When you hear the cry of your newborn baby who's just been slapped. Take it from me, you hit the jackpot.
The bench, 'cause they think you are second string.
When you join a choir and they tell you pretend to sing.
If you still enjoy every moment of every spring.
Take it from me, you hit the jackpot.
What we're saying is, that's the MSN, that's no jive. We forget to live, we're too busy just trying to survive. Hey, take a deep, deep breath and be happy that you're alive. Take it from me, take it from me, take it from me.